And we are live. Welcome to the process. It is Thursday, December 30th. I am Josh Engelman, and I'm here to break down just a 4-game NBA slate, a calm one for tonight. We don't have anything too crazy to worry about, not a ton of games. It'll be easy to work our way through. Before we work our way through it, however, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and then head on over to Twitter, follow me at Josh Engelman. Good morning to everybody. Chat bumping. It's nice to see everybody in chat. A lot of good mornings, a lot of coffee cups. Great to see. Last night, not ideal. Not the best slate in the world. Karis LeVert was my number one guy. He was perfectly acceptable. No real changes or things that I would want to do differently there. Peyton Pritchard destroyed me. Kyle Anderson destroyed me. Both guys, even if you add their fantasy points together just to try to make one of them good, neither one of them was good. That wasn't helpful. Being heavy on Hamidou Diallo was in fact helpful. Getting to 20% Ty Jerome was helpful. Turns out, none of it mattered because I got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Wasn't fun. But, wow. Diverse edits. Dentist appointment at 7 a.m. That's not fun at all. I don't envy that. Apologies there. Yeah, it was a wild slate. Braun goes for 70 on FanDuel. That became pretty necessary. Morant went for 62. I was there, so I don't feel too bad there. Diallo was the play of the day. That worked out well for me, but just where the stretch that killed me the most was no Devin Booker, didn't really have any Vooch or Sabonis, and then just way too much of Peyton Pritchard, Kyle Anderson. Definitely those two not helpful at all. De'Aaron Fox also not helpful in any way, shape, or form. So that's where we stand. Another one down. We're back at it again today. So let's start here. You guys know the drill. Rise and grind. That is what we're doing here. I've got my coffee. It is very necessary today. So cheers to you guys. Whatever you've got, coffee, water, tea, beer, all of it, joints, all that good stuff. Cheers to you guys. Good morning. Let's get the day started off right. Oh, that's hotter than I wanted it to be. It'll be all right. We got not a lot to talk about, which is actually kind of fun. But before we have our not a lot to talk about, let's go with the thing that we should talk about. And that would be PrizePicks, the presenting sponsor of this show. Got a little music on in the background. Go to awesemo.com/prizepicks-promo. That'll give you all the details. We're talking 1 free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum. We're talking sign up deposit bonus. We've got free tools at awesemo.com. We've got the NBA player prop tool that will help you out, help you make your cards at PrizePicks. We're talking about over-unders. We're basically building parlay cards. You can get all of the details at awesemo.com/prizepicks-promo. Alrighty. Well, we might as well just dive into this now, move through it as quick as we can. Because game number 1, the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Sixers 3.5-point dogs, 217 total. As we look at everything, actually, I didn't even think about this. Can I move this screen a little bit? I guess it's not going to make much of a difference. That's fine. Alrighty, let's start with Philly. What do we know? We know no Danny Green, no Ben Simmons, clearly. Drummond is off the injury report. Shake Milton is questionable. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and assume that all the guys that don't normally start aren't going to start any longer. We'll get Drummond back in there as Embiid's backup. I guess we can maintain George Niang as Tobias Harris's backup. Tyrese Maxey continues to be the starter. We get another chunk of big playing time to Seth Curry, which I think is correct. We get Shake Milton back out there for 20 minutes. We get Korkmaz out there for 18 minutes. We get Matisse Thybulle out there for, let's say, 28 minutes. And then we need just 8 minutes for somebody. Who would that be? Because I got a 9-man rotation going right now. That's what they have been running. Paul Reed playing a little bit more as of late. Always interesting to see. Where do these minutes go? They can't go to Maxey or Curry or Harris or Embiid. I'm going to sneeze, which I can feel coming on, which is annoying. Powerful sneeze. All right, let's. I'm just gonna give them to Isaiah Joe for right now because I don't think it's gonna make anybody else matter. The one good thing here is that I don't have to change any rates for Philly. There's no real changes. They've had the same core of Curry, Harris, Embiid, Maxey for a good stretch. Thybulle to a degree. I see no reason to try to mess with that. Brooklyn, on the other hand, I'm sure looks ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that Kevin Durant is back, which is always nice to see. But let's see what we got here. So Durant and Aldridge off the injury report. We still have no Joe Harris, but that's an injury. We still have no Kyrie Irving. That's whatever you want to call it. Cam Thomas allegedly back. Still no Kessler Edwards, David Duke, or Day'Ron Sharpe. So let's gut this whole Brooklyn rotation. And then let's try to figure this one out. So got to assume that Patty Mills is going to continue to play monstrous minutes. Let's move that here and move that there. All right, that's even better. That's way easier to look at then. Perfect. So, Patty Mills in for 34 minutes, yes. I think we see James Harden in for 37. Kevin Durant doesn't strike me as the type of guy that comes back and plays like 32 minutes, so I'm going to give him 36. Center. Aldridge, on the other hand, I could see not coming back and playing like immediately big minutes, but I'm going to give him 24. And that's the point where it starts to get dicey again. Because we haven't had James Harden and Kevin Durant play a game together since December 10th. Who started that game on December 10th for the Brooklyn Nets? The answer would be Harden, Durant, Patty Mills, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeAndre Bembry. That's who started the last time. And on that 10th game, the only guys that weren't playing were Kessler Edwards and David Duke. Blake Griffin, I guess, technically was out that day, but I don't think he's going to be starting. I don't think anybody below this is going to be starting. Is DeAndre Bembry going to start today? That is a legitimate question. I'm going to assume that he does. Not that it really matters. DeAndre Bembry did start that game. He played 10 minutes. They also played together on the 7th. Who started on the 7th? That would be Harden, Durant, Mills, Aldridge, Bembry again. Okay, so I'm going to assume that DeAndre Bembry is starting for right now because we have no reason to suspect otherwise. I don't think he's going to play enough minutes to matter, and that's really the key piece here. So we've got Bembry in. Who's next for like needing to play? James Johnson's going to play a bunch. Maybe not a bunch, but at least maybe like 18 minutes. Backup point guard, I guess, is probably just Harden. So let's slide those positions over. Nick Claxton obviously needs to be out there. So are Nick Claxton and Aldridge just going to split center minutes? Maybe Bruce Brown plays like 24. I wonder if they'll go to more Langston Galloway. Or I guess we got Cam Thomas back. I mean, Cam Thomas was actually in the rotation for a while. I'm going to go 16 here to Cam Thomas. And then I don't think that Blake is going to be the guy. I'm going to give those minutes to Langston Galloway for right now. I wonder how many minutes this Claxton-Aldridge split's going to get. That's a big piece. We do have to change some rates because obviously it's a little bit different when Kevin Durant and James Harden are both on the floor. This is an easy fix. There's not too much here. So Durant this season, 31.7% usage rate, 7.5% assist rate, 9.4% rebounding rate. All that looks good. Harden, 27.5% usage rate. Don't have any other changes to make here. For some reason, Bruce Brown pops up here. I don't know why. 14% usage rate this season. Well, I guess this is easy. We're not really rostering anybody from this team. So if we look at Philly, we start Philly with, I don't know, Embiid for 10-8 on FanDuel, 11K on DraftKings. I mean, obviously he's going to be important on a 4-game slate. I think Tyrese Maxey for 5,600 on DraftKings looks like the other good piece from Philly. But there's not a lot here from Philly, and there's definitely not a lot here from Brooklyn. I don't think you could roster anybody from Brooklyn other than Harden and Durant. And I don't even think, I don't think Durant for 11-8 on FanDuel looks all that good on his first game back. This is not an ideal basketball game. This is an ideal slate, though. 3 games starting at 7 o'clock. That's helpful. But this Philly-Brooklyn game's not very good. I don't get the sense that Milwaukee-Orlando is fixing to be much better. So let's go to that Milwaukee Bucks team. What do we have for Milwaukee? I assume full strength. Yep, full strength Milwaukee Bucks. Let's go ahead and get them. I mean, I don't think we're going to be changing all that much here. Let's see, though. All right, Milwaukee. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just going to be basically the exact same rotation we got last time. DiVincenzo playing a little bit less than I was expecting. George Hill playing a little bit more than I was expecting. But 28 minutes for Portis seems fine. 15 minutes for Cousins seems fine. Giannis for 32. Middleton for 33. Drew for 33. Pat Connaughton for 26. That could actually go down. We'll go 24. Bump up Wes Matthews. But, I mean, we know the Milwaukee rotation at this point. If they've got everybody healthy, this isn't even tricky. Orlando, on the other hand, I'm sure is a complete and utter tire fire. So, yep, cool. Orlando's still themselves. No Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Mo Bamba, Isaac Fultz, Ross Okiki, Gravette, Lopez, MCW, Eton Moore, Michael Mulder. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Okay. Well, let's think about this. So last time out, we got Franz Wagner, Gary Harris, Wendell Carter Jr., RJ Hampton, and Robin Lopez starting. Let's look at that rotation. I don't want to miss out on the Robin Lopez game today. Now, Milwaukee obviously just beat them by 17. Robin Lopez didn't play in the fourth quarter. They went to Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Harris, Franz Wagner, Tim Frazier, R.J. Hampton. Oh yeah, R.J. Hampton didn't start. Gravett started. R.J. Hampton is likely to start today now. All right, so we know that there's no Gravett any longer. I'm going to cut out all of the minutes of guys that I don't expect to play like 30. I've got Wendell Carter in for 30. I feel like I probably need to reduce Robin Lopez a little bit, but I'm not going to go too far. So we're going to go to 28 there. Mo Wagner just sort of plays like 12 minutes a game. Maybe he plays more now that Gravett is out. We'll fill that in a bit, but I think RJ Hampton starts and plays 30 minutes. I think I got to give Franz Wagner 36. I think I got to give Gary Harris 35. We're going to get RJ Hampton to 32. Who will be the... So I'm thinking it's RJ Barrett, Gary Harris, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Robin Lopez as the starting lineup here. And then... Nope. I had these windows all lined up perfectly, and then I lost it somehow. So we need to get Tim Frazier more time, I guess. Is he the next guy up here? Backup point guard run plus a little extra. And we get him to 20. Freddie Gillespie played 10 minutes. I think he has to play a little bit more because they just don't have a lot of time at the 4. So we're going to go 16 there. Admiral Schofield could play up to 20 minutes. I'm going to go... Let's go 20 and 20. Or 20 and 18 to Gillespie and Schofield. That leaves me 21 additional minutes for not Gravett. I guess I still need to get Mo Wagner so we can bump him down here. Let's give Wagner 12 minutes. And that leaves me just 9. Gabe York has been signed. I don't totally know enough about him. So I'm just going to throw these minutes to Iggy Brazdeikis for right now. I think that makes the most sense. Ugh, this Orlando team, guys. It's RJ Hampton season. That much we know. So for Milwaukee, and by the way, 113 viewers, 46 likes. Don't forget, you got to hit that like button. Helps me out a ton. I mean, for Milwaukee, it's Giannis and basically nobody else. Like, Middleton is appropriately priced at 8K. Drew Holiday is still overpriced on FanDuel, slightly overpriced on DraftKings. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible that they start Tim Frazier. They could do whatever they want, at which point I would probably play Frazier for like 28 and RJ Hampton for 30, something like that. But, I mean, I don't know. It's Orlando, you know? On the Orlando side... I mean, RJ Hampton for 3,900 on DraftKings is going to be one of the most popular plays of the day. There's just no way around that. Franz Wagner, I think, looks pretty good for 7K on FanDuel, 7,100 on FanDuel, 7K on DraftKings. And then Robin Lopez for 4,200 on DraftKings, I think, is pretty interesting. But RJ Hampton on DK is like the crown jewel of everything we've looked at so far. He's basically like the only good play. Alrighty, let's try to figure it out now. Cleveland at Washington. Cavs 2-point dogs. And we know they're without a lot. Like a lot. So we lost Ricky Rubio now for the season. Torn ACL. We know that Colin Sexton is out as well. We have no Darius Garland, so their 3 primary ball handlers for this team are all donezo. We got to get this entire rotation start from scratch. We don't know the status of Lamar Stevens or Dylan Windler. We know that we don't have Chetty. It doesn't look like we're going to have Jared Allen either, and we don't have Ed Davis. So we're going to start with who started the last Cleveland game. That would be Rubio, Wade, Okoro, Markkanen, Mobley. So we need to find the new Rubio in this scenario. Obviously, we expect Evan Mobley to start at center. I'm giving him 32 minutes. Kevin Love also played 32 minutes. That was off the bench. That's interesting to me. They didn't really go to... So, like, Kevin Love is obviously going to play the backup center run. He played center. Did he really not... Who played the... Am I looking at this correctly? Where's this Cleveland game? So, when Mobley was off the floor... So right here in this stretch, no Mobley, no Love. They went Justin Anderson, Markkanen, Okoro. So they never... Kevin Love didn't play the straight backup five, which you would expect. And like for the most part he did, but this stretch in the middle of the second quarter he didn't. Mobley had 2 fouls there. Did he pick one up right here? He did. So Mobley got to 3 fouls. They left Love in, but they couldn't leave him in any longer. So I guess they technically went to like Markkanen at the 5, Dean Wade at the 5. I don't think that was their intention. I think this would have been... Wow, maybe it was. All right, well, let's think this through then. Maybe that happens again. You know, we get 34 minutes out of Markkanen. I don't agree with that. So we get 32 minutes out of Markkanen. Seems about right. Kevin Love. I mean, the Kevin Love minutes are really interesting. He just played, but he played off the bench. He closed the second and fourth quarter. So if he's going to play off the bench, we're talking about your standard issue 22 minutes plus extra closing run. I'm going to give Kevin Love 26 minutes. I think that makes some sense. So next, is Kevin Pangos going to be the starting point guard, or do they go to Nembhard? Feels like it's going to be Pangos, right? That seems like the most likely scenario. I don't think he has to close or do anything crazy like that. Because I don't know who else it could possibly be. Crispy, what's up? All right, let's get Isaac Okoro. Let's get all the rest of the legit minutes in there. So we'll get Isaac Okoro in for 32. That might be the legit minutes. I guess we got to get Dean Wade into the 30s because he's, you know, a starter. So I'm going to get Dean Wade in for 32. So that leaves us 86 minutes for Justin Anderson, Denzel Valentine, Kevin Pangos at a minimum. You know, potentially Lamar Stevens if he's back. So assuming the starting lineup is Okoro, Wade, Markkanen, Mobley, insert point guard here. Let's think this through. Well, let's pull up Cleveland here just to take off Garland, Sexton, Rubio. Have they even played time like this? 69 minutes for Pangos with none of these guys on. So we're going to go 28 minutes to Kevin Pangos. Now, do they go to Nembhard? Yeah, I think they probably do. Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Should we assume that Lamar Stevens is playing? Because I think that's... I'm going to assume that Lamar Stevens is playing, actually. I think that's an important distinction. Denzel Valentine, I think we see probably like 22 minutes. Do they go to more Justin Anderson? Probably not. He doesn't seem super necessary today. But I think, because they're going to need another point guard, whether that's Malik Newman, who I don't have with this team, and I assume I don't have in the model. So I'm going to give Nembhard 10 minutes for right now. Because I don't really care about who the backup point guard is, and I'll get Malik Newman added later. I think this all makes enough sense. Yeah. Let's just show placeholders there for right now. So that's Cleveland. Let's look at Washington. It's not like Newman's going to be playable unless... Whether it's Nembhard or Newman, assuming those guys are the backups, it's not like we're playing. Well, I mean, we are playing them in a way on a 4-gamer, but I can't make that a priority right now. It's not going to change anything we're looking at. So we don't know the status of Beal or KCP or Anthony Gill. Let's go ahead and get Brad Wanamaker added here. So Brad Wanamaker is now with Washington. We know that we have no Rui, Harrell, Bryant, Neto, Holiday. I don't know what to do with the status of Bradley Beal right now. I haven't seen anything on Beal, on his availability. I mean, he's only, like... He's been out for 3 games. Should we be assuming that he plays? I'm going to assume that Bradley Beal plays. So let's scratch this entire rotation for right now. I'm going to say that Dinwiddie plays 32 minutes. We're going to say that Beal plays 34 minutes. We're going to see Daniel Gafford starting at center. I'm going to say he plays 30 minutes. We're going to split this. He played 36 minutes the last time out. And Isaiah Todd was basically his straight backup. Denny is just going to play a ton. It seems. We don't need as many minutes for Kispert any longer. Kuzma obviously just going to play a lot. So the rest of this discussion for Washington is just who's going to be the backups across the board. I didn't even think about the fact that KCP is potentially back. He's also missed 3 straight. So let's get KCP back in there as well for his 29 minutes. So maybe we won't see as much Denny. So maybe we take that to 26. This is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Bertans, we know what he's going to do. He's just going to back up here at the 4. And probably that's about it. I'm going to say that Alize Johnson and Isaiah Todd get a little bit of run. And then do the final 23 minutes just go to Corey Kispert? Is it that easy? I think it might just be that easy. Do we go something like that? That's not crazy to me. We cut these rates, obviously, because in this situation we're bringing Beal back. But I think this Wizards team is easier than it seems. You know, we take Montrezl Harrell off. That's really the only guy that we need to worry about from that regard. We get Beal locked into... Wow, Beal with no Montrezl Harrell. 545 minutes this year. 28% usage rate. Meanwhile, Spencer Dinwiddie's got an 18% usage rate. Who the hell is using these possessions when these guys aren't on the floor? Let's take off Alize Johnson and Jordan Shackle. Where is this usage going? Goodwin, Winston. I mean, maybe these guys should just be projected worse. I think that's really my only answer. So I'm going to take Dinwiddie down to 20. I'm going to take Beal down to 30. These guys look wildly unappealing. We're going to lock Kuzma into 21. KCP into 17. Denny to 14.5. And then Gafford, 16% usage rate. I mean, we're jamming Gafford. That much we know. But there's like no usage on this. It's really weird. With no Trez, we get less usage out of Dinwiddie and Beal. But no one else really benefits. It's really bizarre. All right. Well, on the Cleveland side, again, 2-point dogs in Washington. Dean Wade on DraftKings, 3,700. Kevin Pangos, 3,800 on DraftKings. This Cleveland team doesn't look all that great. I gotta figure out if I need to bump like Evan Mobley or Markkanen. So if we take Sexton off, I think that's an interesting piece. Let's take Garland off as well. In those spots, Rubio gets a 28% usage rate. I need to work my way back to Cleveland because I thought they would pop a little bit more. But we already got the usage rate bump to Kevin Love. We got him up to 25. Evan Mobley just doesn't really do it. No, like I don't have anything else I want to change here. Oh, I got to cut Isaac Okoro. That's for sure. Kevin Pangos. Not that kind of guy. Denzel Valentine. Not that kind of guy. Man, this is a slate, that's for sure. Yeah, there's... Other than Dean Wade at 3,700, I think Dean Wade is the best option on DraftKings. That's disgusting. Johnny Jackson, I can't take Rubio out or there's no playing time here. I'm just trying to bounce around that trio to find out if anybody ever pops from a usage perspective. They don't. Other than Chet, like it's guys that don't actually play. It's the Chetties of the world, so yeah, there's just no other usage pops. Okoro more minutes. I don't see it. 32 feels about right. I don't know. I thought the Cleveland side would look better. They don't. It's just a lot of the same sort of play over and over again. For Washington, Daniel Gafford, 5,200 and 5K on FanDuel and DraftKings. That's an unquestioned top 5 play for today. Dinwiddie looks okay. Kuzma looks okay. If Beal is in, you're not playing him at 10-1 on DraftKings. This slate is hard. We got so used to like these 8-game slates with a ton of value. We don't have that today. This is tightly packed. Alrighty. I got to do one quick thing. I hope this is still ready. It is. So where's this link? There it is. Shorten URL, copy, close. All right, I mentioned doing this yesterday. We're going to do it now. Get everything started. I just dropped a link into chat to a Google form. Enter your username on YouTube and your email address. We are going to spin the wheel at the end of this show for a free week of Awesemo Plus Platinum. Fill out the form in the link that I just provided. That is all you will need to do. Email address, username, and submit. Got to do both of those things in order for this to work. There we go. First one in. Seems to be working. But again, click the link that just got dropped into chat. Enter your email address and your YouTube username so that I can shout you out on here. One free week of Awesemo Plus Platinum for the person that wins the wheel spin. We're going to do that after we finish this last game. Golden State at Denver. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's close it out now. For the Golden State Warriors, I don't really have any idea who's in or out for this team. It looks like we got Jordan Poole potentially back. Still no Draymond, Clay, Damian Lee, or Wiseman, but getting Poole back is interesting. Do we think Poole plays? Yeah, he probably does. So let's cut this entire rotation. We get Steph in for 36 minutes. I'm going to give Poole 30. I'm going to give Andrew Wiggins 34. We're going to give Kevon Looney 26. So we're going to see Curry, Poole, Wiggins, Looney. Who's the final starter? Juan Toscano-Anderson, probably. In this last one, we went Curry, Wiggins, Peyton, Looney, Juan Toscano-Anderson. So this one seems like Juan Toscano-Anderson. We're going to say that he plays 22 minutes. We're going to say Bielitsa plays 16. We're going to give Kuminga 16. Iggy's going to play 20. Otto Porter is going to play 24. And then Gary Payton 16. That looks good to me. Looking fine here. One last shout out. Look for the link. Just happened a couple minutes ago. Fill out the form. If you enter your email address and your YouTube screen name, you'll have a chance to win a 1 free week of Awesemo Plus Platinum. We've got 28 responses so far. So somebody's about to win it. All right, let's look at these Warriors rates with no Draymond on the floor. I guess we could take Damian Lee off as well. We know what we're getting out of Steph. That's going to be a guy that I don't have a ton of interest in playing. We've got Jordan Poole. 31% usage rate with no Draymond on the floor this year. Probably can't go that aggressive. Don't think it really matters for that, so I'm just going to put Curry on. Poole's basically like a 20% usage rate. I'm going to lock him into 22. The rest of these guys, I don't think I need to change. Just Wiggins, 24.5 is just sort of standard Wiggins fare. Also, yeah, 156 viewers, 90 likes. Hit that thumbs up, too. That would help. And we're doing a giveaway. Least you could do is hit the thumbs up. Let's close it out with Denver. For the Nuggets, we don't know the status of Monty Morris, Aaron Gordon, Austin Rivers, Konkar, no Marcus Howard, no Jamal Murray. So this one is kind of tricky because these guys are out for injuries, like proper injuries. So I'm going to go back to what I think is going to be their normal rotation. We're going to go 30 minutes to Monty Morris, Facundo Campazzo as the backup. We're going to go 35 minutes to Jokic, JaMychal Green, the backup. Jeff Green playing 28 minutes. We're going to get Aaron Gordon back for the first time, playing 28 minutes. Will Barton in for his 34. All right, who else? Campazzo probably needs like 6 more minutes there. I guess we can probably do something like that. Austin Rivers gets 20. Bones Highland gets 16. Who are we missing? Zeke Naji, I guess. 12 minutes. Done. Don't really think I need to change rates here for Denver. I guess maybe I do with Aaron Gordon off. I don't know. What do we have going on for the Denver Nuggets right now? So this will be the Denver Nuggets, no Porter. So 34% usage for Jokic. Big time assist bump. Big time rebounding bump. Will Barton, 21.5. Gets some more rebounds. Monty Morris. Easy. Jeff Green. Easy. Facundo Campazzo. Easy. Aaron Gordon. Easy. Not much here to like on this entire slate. Golden State, we got Steph at 10-4 on FanDuel, 11-4 on DraftKings. I don't know about that. Wiggins for 6K on FanDuel is probably the best Golden State option. I don't think I like anything else. Maybe Looney as a value piece. For Denver, I mean, I think we're paying up with Jokic as the best play on this slate. I don't even think it's close. I just don't know how much value's out there. Will Barton would be a close second. This is brutal, guys. Brutal. So let's run our crunches. Hit that like button. We're just shy of 100. If you haven't entered the giveaway yet, the form or the link is in chat. I don't know, like 10, 15 messages ago. Click that link, enter your YouTube username and your email address. We're gonna do a spin the wheel thing after we do our crunches here. So we're gonna start on FanDuel like we normally do. I don't really know what this is going to look like. Value was ultra scarce for the first time in a while. So, optimal lineups on FanDuel. Spencer Dinwiddie. Really? RJ Hampton, Franz Wagner, Will Barton, Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Tobias Harris, Kyle Kuzma, Daniel Gafford. Man. I'm interested to see the relationship between Gafford's ownership and Jokic's ownership. Because it's going to funnel people to Giannis, I think. I mean, nothing's crazy in that lineup. It just feels like a lot of guys that are destined to fail. Alrighty. Power rankings on FanDuel. That would be... Yeah, Jokic is lower than I was expecting. RJ Hampton, assuming he starts, very clearly the number one play on FanDuel. Franz Wagner, Daniel Gafford, Will Barton, Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie. They're all 30% or higher. And then 25% or higher. Giannis, Maxey, Pangos, Tobias Harris, Wendell Carter Jr. None of that is fun to see. This is a very, very difficult slate on the FanDuel side. I don't get the sense that DraftKings is about to look better. DK Optimal. RJ Hampton, Will Barton, Kyle Kuzma, Dean Wade, Daniel Gafford, Tyrese Maxey, Franz Wagner, Nikola Jokic. That actually doesn't look all that bad to me. It's not great. And you're not getting the fun parts of any of these teams. You don't want just Maxey. You don't want... Well, I guess you get Will Barton with Jokic. No Golden State Warriors. No Milwaukee Bucks. No Brooklyn Nets. No Cleveland. No, we do get Dean Wade. I don't hate that DraftKings version as much as I hated the FanDuel version. But it's not fun to see. All right, power rankings on DraftKings. And we're at 100 likes. You guys are the best. You got about 2 minutes to go before I shut off all the entries. So what we'll do is one last time. And by the way, if you've put it in there twice, I will know and I will take them both out. So one last call for it. If you're interested in a free week of Awesemo Plus Platinum, enter your username, your YouTube username, and your email address in the form that I just pasted into chat. Power rankings on DraftKings. Unquestionably, RJ Hampton is number one. He's going to be in basically everything if he is your starter for tonight against Milwaukee. Gafford is pretty clearly the number two option. You're just not going to have a way around those two guys today. After that, Jokic, the preferred pay-up option. Maxey, Wagner, those three guys, Jokic, Maxey, Wagner, all north of 30%. So that's sort of like tier 3. And then it's sort of just bunched together. Will Barton, Dean Wade, Gary Harris, Kuzma, Embiid, Wendell Carter, Lauri Markkanen, Isaac Okoro, Chris Middleton, Spencer Dinwiddie. That is... We are in for a hell of a slate tonight. That much I know. Just truly gross. Well, we're at about that time. I have turned off the responses. We got 47 responses in for the giveaway. So let me just make sure that we didn't double up anything. And then we'll run the giveaway. We're gonna find out who gets a free week of Awesemo Plus Platinum. All right, so we'll delete that one and that one. So it looks like we had 2 duplicates. That's fine. I just took out one of the duplicates for you guys. No big deal. No big thing. So we have, what we actually have are 45. That's what we've got. 45 entries into the giveaway. So let me get the wheel up. Nope, that's not the one. Where the hell did the... Oh, there it is. Wheel decide. Got it. Alrighty. Here we go, everybody. This one's going to be fun. So, let's get a fun color scheme. because I'm weird like that. Let's add our list. So these are the 45 names eligible for a free week of Awesemo Plus. There we go. We got everybody in here. We want it to spin for 15 seconds. I want it to take its sweet time because that's way more fun. We'll use the default colors. That's fine. There it is. We're on the screen. We'll bump this up. It's a big one. You guys should be able to see it perfect. Oh, there it is. That looks good, too. That looks real good. Are we ready, everybody? Water Droplets, thanks for being here. Thanks to everybody for being here on this one. 4-game slate. Kind of had a bad day yesterday. And not just from DFS. So it's nice to be here and get all like the good vibes in the morning. It's starting me off on a good note. Life's a bummer, you know? All right, here we go. Who gets the free week of Awesemo Plus? And here we go. Oh man, it's spinning. It's spinning. I can't say all of that one. You guys get it, but you know, I should be allowed to a little bit. Who's it gonna be? The winner is at Tuso20. At Tuso20 in YouTube chat. Congratulations. Free week, Awesemo Plus Platinum. Atuso, we'll shoot you an email since you provided it. And we'll get you a promo code that you can sign up with. This does not include Fantasy Cruncher. We can't do that. But this is an awesome... It'll cover everything that we have at awesemo.com on the back end, other than Fantasy Cruncher. So congrats to Atuso20 for picking up the free week. I'll make sure we get that out to you this afternoon. So that's fun. Big giveaway. Good times. We'll try to do this a little bit more regularly. I know this is the second time that we've done it. We'll see what else we can give away in the future as we roll into the new year. Maybe on a small one next week, we can do another giveaway. I'll ask around, see if we could do any merch. We'll see what we can do there. I know that I can always do this, but I think that's it. That's everything, everybody. We're in. The Prince asks, am I ever going to do a video on how to build a spreadsheet? That would take me so many hours. That would be literally, I'm talking like a 20-hour tutorial in Excel. I don't think that that's going to be something that ever happens. But, you know, you never know. Depending on where life takes us. It would actually, I could probably do a really good one. But it would take so much planning and work. Like, I will walk through what I have in mind one day over like 10 minutes. It would be a real chore for everybody. Now, there's simpler ways to do it, but I don't know. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to pack it in here. I'm going to go record contenders videos. Adam and I will be back for the strategy show. No more deeper dive for me on Thursday, at least not as of right now. Laffy's back now that football is done. So football is done on Thursday at least. So strategy show with Adam, and then that's it here. So guys, thank you for being here. Hit the like button if you haven't done it already. Atuso20, once again, thank you and congratulations. We'll get you an email with a promo code shortly. So good luck, everybody. Win some money. Back again, closing out the work week tomorrow. This is the process.